little sound test first. I gotta make sure to check like the little meter in the app before I get started, because according to it we got sound. So there we go. Beat jamming was good. So there always seem to be some kind of technical difficulties. I guess this is part of like always like being in a hurry and like trying to get it in when you can fit it in. And that's what I was talking about when I had no sound just a second ago. Like I really don't have anything planned for this, but I just wanted to explore it. Like if you guys own one, or if you don't own one and you want to ask, you have some questions about it, we can look at it together. I'm not really haven't really explored much of it, and to see what's different than what's, you know, compared to like just a, not just, but an MPC Live or a One MPCs that I've owned. So come in and chat with me, ask a question. We can kind of like search it out and stuff, because you know, a week has gone by, and since my last stream I probably have only gotten like 10 minutes in with this throughout the week. So glory to God. So I set this kick on here. Wanted to shorten it. Good, I'm glad the sound is good. So let's explore it a little bit. There's one thing I did want to look at. Oops, not done. Here we go. It's distorting a little. Okay. Actually, maybe it's that kick that I just did. Sometimes I'll cut. So look at this. If you can see this, I cut like a lot of the. I just trimmed it. I didn't actually cut it, but I just brought the endpoint over here. So you kind of get that little pop there. I actually kind of do that intentionally sometimes. I won't always want the pop, but I don't always want the whole kick, you know? So sometimes I just adjust it a little bit to my liking. Does this still sound? It's the kick for sure, but does it still sound distorted? One thing I overlooked, because I know my streams have been distorted the last couple times around, people have let me know, like in the comments and in the chat stream. One thing I didn't even look at was the input gain on the actual camera that I use as an audio interface, the Zoom Q2 4K. I never even look at that side. So I didn't even realize there was a wheel. I just always have it set. So it's set at what it was. I don't know if maybe I bumped it at some point, but it was like at the max gain. So where my MPC volume knob was like pretty much on, it was all the way off. But anyways, how's it sounding now? Do I need to turn it down a little bit? Really? Okay. I even got the level on these. What's up, Destructo? Jezza, what's good? Is he still too loud? Then drums they're still coming in hot. Like I can't tell over here, because I feel like I feel like these one thing I think is like the new plugins they're kind of quiet. I feel like still hot. is on full level. That's full level. I don't know, not really. My interface is the camera, so there's no, I guess I do in the software. Yeah, you agree, B Jamming, the plugins are a bit quiet, aren't they? I've been adding a little compression within the plugins. So you got the compressors that are built into the plugin. So I'll do that. Okay, so but I already have this kick programmed at full level. I'll just go and turn it down a bit. Let me see. See, I always program my drums at full level usually, and then just like fix them in the grid. How's my mic sound? Is that too quiet now though? Because I overall turned the MPC down a bit. PB Beats, man. Your name's a kind of a tongue twister, bro. So many B sounds in there. How did I manage? I took everything else off the desk to find space for it, as you can see. And that's one thing I wanted to mention is, so I don't know if you guys been following. You guys have probably been following. You guys are always coming in. And you're like my regular chill folks, but so the original MPC key that I bought was broken, so I sent it back to Zounds. They didn't have any more. They sold out already, so I just got a refund on that. And I went to Guitar Center. Didn't have quite enough credit, but I had enough also with like trade-ins. So I ended up trading in my MPC Live because I wanted this. I was itching so bad for it. But that's one thing I wanted to mention, because I regret trading the MPC Live, right? And most of you will probably be like, yeah, you're crazy, right? But the reason is because, like, obviously now I realize I used to take that to work with me all the time. So I have nothing at work. So I feel a little bit at a place at work, like when I'm on my breaks and stuff. But also, like, as like having my MPC at work, I could kind of plan some ideas for videos or streams or whatever I was gonna do. Help me generate some ideas. So had a little buyer's remorse, and I ended up buying myself a used MPC Live OG, so taking it back to my roots. Just had to get that, just to have that to take to work at least. Did you see the JBL? How do you see that? Good eye. Good eye. Yeah. So, like, yeah, I'm not super interested in taking this with me to work. Of course, I could get some kind of bag, but even bags can become expensive. So, like, I've seen keyboard bags for like $300. So why not just buy a used MPC Live? So yeah, this thing fits perfectly on the desk, like from one end to the other end, with everything else off it. Because of course I could take off like a MIDI controller off the desk and the interface. I got rid of my interface as a trade-in for the keyboard as well. So I kind of, man, I went all in on it, honestly. And I had just gotten a UA Volt, which I loved. I think that was probably the best interface I've ever had. It sounds awesome with the little built-in compressor on it. It's real nice. Like I'll do I was doing the compressor in the UA Volt into the MPC Live, and then still have like a compressor on the input. That serial compression, it's nice. The keyboard is, it's not, I guess it's not too heavy enough where it feels substantial, like you have a piece of something. But yeah, it's not super heavy. But I kind of have some back issues, so even like on my sword, like my sword days, carrying the MPC Live on my back is kind of irritating. So another reason why I wouldn't want to. And it's a lot of lugging back and forth. Something so, you know, kind of awkward. Yeah, that I've had the seller's remorse on this. That I was actually thinking about taking this back. Like it's too much. And like, I don't know. And also because I haven't been able to spend enough time with it, where I kind of feel like I'm not that great on these keys, and I just don't feel like I'm gonna have time. Like seriously, like throughout this whole week, it's like I get like 5 minutes here, like, and there each day. It sucks. It's kind of depressing, honestly. So that's why I invested in getting another Live, and I went the OG route. You know, compromise a little bit there. Don't necessarily need the speaker. As you see, I got the JBL. I could always plug that in. The speaker is nice. It's like it's a surprising, welcoming thing once you get the Live too. Even though most people are like, you know, when it came to the speaker, like, ah, that's corny. It's really not. It's actually kind of nice to be able to just pull that out. And like I'll like a lot of times at the end of my work shift, I'll have a few minutes and I could just flip it on and start making a beat with nothing else. Like I could have my headphones, wrap them back up, put them in the bag, and then I could just be making a beat real quick and then just hit save, like with 10 minutes left to go, or, you know. Oh, B-Jamin, you took yours back? Wait, B-Jamin, did you have the 61 keys? Oh, Jez, I appreciate that compliment. Yeah, man, I mean, there's something about the keys. Let me see if I can. Let me see. Oh, I need that. See, I'm still not used to the layout because I'm not having any time to practice, really. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you did have the 61 keys. I just didn't need all that. See, that's what's already rolling through my head. I'm like, because I bought the Live thinking, okay, so I need to have something at work so that I can plan streams and videos and keep the ideas flowing and stuff, rather than having to wait to come home and then possibly have the chance of like 5 minutes at this thing. It's just not enough. So once I made that purchase, I'm like, okay, well, do I really need all this? So that was running through my head. And yeah, gas is a real thing, because then I start thinking about other things that I could possibly pair with my MPC Live now. I'm like, okay, well, if I return this, I could probably afford maybe a Roland. Because a part of me, like, I like some of the sounds in this, the new plugins, the MPC, but also at some level, it's like it doesn't seem like they're as good as some of the other options out there. Like thinking about like that new Phantom O that goes for even cheaper than this, and the fact that it has like those supernatural sounds in it that are appealing, and probably a lot of the categories beat this out. And this is missing some categories, I think, and that's one thing I want to look at, because I was in my stream. I was looking at one of my streams, like checking the audio and stuff, and like looking at the live chat and just kind of going back and reviewing it. And I Am Sight was like, he said use the search function. I didn't realize, I haven't looked at it yet, that there might be a search function in here. And I don't even see it necessarily. There's a lot of light on this. I don't really see a search function. But I was talking about like there's no woodwinds and stuff. So he suggested I look in this. How do you even search in this thing? You guys know? Sounds. Locate preset. So I'm in Fat. No, I'm in piano. So okay. Fabric. Wait, let me go to a different. Go to like my melody and then go to Fabric, Fabric XL, and then instruments. What is this? Default view instruments or current preset. What does that do? Not sure that even made a difference. Like maybe go into, yeah, is there even a search function? What does locate preset even do? It doesn't even do anything. So locate preset. I guess that's like, maybe locates the one that you're on. Maybe. No, there's no search function though. Not that I can see. Let me see in the chat so you guys know. Yeah, see that Phantom O be jamming is like, I think it's like $1,300. The other day I was getting frustrated switching pad banks on the live. Sure, I got a 61 key MIDI keyboard, but I'd have to dig it out and make space for it. Yeah, see that's the one thing that wasn't appealing trying to, because I would have got a controller, but like trying to fit the controller with the MPC live is awkward. I actually even have like a cheap Casio 61 key, so I tried to put it on here, but there's no like real ergonomic, like nice and inspiring form. And I'm kind of weird. I'm kind of different when it, like particular when it comes to that, because I see a lot of guys with the MIDI keyboards and they'll have like the MPC propped up on whatever, and to me it kind of looks, it just feels kind of weird. I don't know, like symmetrically, I don't know, like that's a real thing to me, and I'm kind of awkward when it comes to that, like real particular about the way stuff is sitting on my desk, and I don't just want it clunky. And also like I had to consider, if I'm doing videos, like if I have my MPC propped up like this, like above the keyboard, I can't really do this overhead thing. So that's another thing to consider, like when I'm doing just, you know, laying my gear out and stuff. Be jamming, have you tried the Phantom O? Jabbing the bands, catch the video later. Time to make the donuts, huh? Is that indication of where you work? You a Krispy Kreme employee? Only had it a solid day? Damn. What are you talking about? In the browser. Okay, yeah. Jesuit's like, you don't know of a way either. I got space for controller or MPC, but not both at the same time. That would work well. Yeah, exactly. So I got the little tray on here so I can put the mini keyboard, but even that's pretty slim because it's like a small space. But you build elevators? What'd you say about donuts though? That's crazy. You build elevators? Well, hey, stay focused, man. We need some good solid elevators. Local 4. I'm not sure what that is. Those things in the left do what things? What things are you talking about? Are you talking to me? Oh, you asking about the elevators or what? I don't even know. I'm confused, man. I'm gonna start working on this until you guys kind of clear that up in the chat. Yeah, but like before I came home, I was like, you know what? Maybe I can return this. But like sitting here now, I don't really want to. I don't like this. Oh, okay. Actually talking about this. This right here. The last angle. This angle. Linda Sun from Philly with love. What's up, y'all? Did your gas get you yet, Darren? Where am I? Using Arab drums. Arab music drums. I feel really slow navigating this right now. What are the chances of that shaker just fitting? I feel like it fits. So sample, what is this? 159, so it's 160, which is like half of that's like 80. So that makes sense, yeah. The heck? I'm so slow right now with this. It's way too loud though. That's what I was saying, Linda Sun, but I don't know. Actually getting to sit down in front of this, like I kind of, you know, I'm thinking otherwise now. I don't mind the pads, but it's kind of like when you pick this up, they become secondary, you know, because you're really about the keys. And like the first couple of beats I was doing, I was using the keys to do the drums. Finish your 30-day beat challenge and taking a little break. I'm thinking about getting a Yamaha CPU. Yeah, I remember you talking about that and trying to dabble in a little bit of key playing. That's what's up. I know I've definitely looked at those pieces before. I was kind of more interested in the DX one, but that would be cool. I think that's like it's more like the electric piano sounds, right? I appreciate it, Jezza. Do I think that it's worth it? Oh man. And those are such hard questions to ask. I mean, yeah, I think if you're a keys person or you want to be and you want to improve your keys, then yeah, but like I haven't spent enough time with it to say that it would be better than just hooking up a keyboard. Because like I said, like I was saying earlier, like I only get like 5 minutes here and there, unless I'm in a stream. Like that's the most time I've gotten, like all at one sitting. It's like an hour or two, like an hour and a half, like sitting in a stream. And then throughout the week, since my last stream, because I had this since Friday. I think I did a couple streams, but I only had a few minutes. I only get like a few minutes during the day because it's just the regular hustle, like doing the regular stuff in the house, kids, going to whatever, and then going to work and stuff. And then, so I still wouldn't say that I'm actually acquainted with the button layout. So like going from like the MPC Live to MPC ONE or MPC Live 2, the button layout switch a little bit. So like initially when you first switch, I think your workflow slows down a bit until you get acquainted with the new button layout. So I'm kind of slow with this, but I feel like after you do start spending some time with it, it'll be much quicker, especially if you're a little bit fluent on the keys. And a couple things that I like are the metronome button. What was the other one? The sounds button. After I updated to 2.11 in the MPC Live, I felt like getting to the sound section, and I gotta be honest, I didn't spend too much time with it until I got this, but getting to the sound section with the MPC Live with 2.11, I felt was kind of awkward. But just having a dedicated button, which is kind of acting weird right now for some reason, having a dedicated button is nice. And there's a metronome button, like y'all can't see over here. See, when I pressed it over here though to the left, you'd see the little message going off and on. So yeah, like woodwinds. I'm not sure if there's a search function, but I don't see woodwinds. We got some brass, which I don't really like the brass too much. I'm gonna get in the chat a little bit. 404 MK2 is amazing. I bet you're loving that with the new update. That thing looks pretty dope. That update that just came out for the 404 MK2 was the update that I wanted, but it's too late for me because I don't got that no more. Let's see. What board is that? The Reface paired with the Live 2. I think if I was gonna get like a little mini synth, it'd probably be the Micro Freak. But you know, you don't get the the feel of keys with that Micro Freak. It's like those little ribbon things. This is not finished, but I listened to it on Spotify for sure. Well, shoot, man, I better start putting some stuff out then. Microfeek is awesome. Cool to hear. Yeah, I hear it's pretty dope and unique. And so you get a lot for the price. It's kind of an interesting sound, but it sounds a little like thin. There's not a lot of dimension to it, like low end. I don't know what to do with this. French horns. PB Beats, my bad. I think I switched it before I seen what you wrote. The last plugins that I've been messing with. This one's the pop brass. Before that, might have been the brass hit, and then there's like the brass choir combinations. It's like that. Touch keys seem interesting. But I don't know what else we need. See, I'm looking. So it's not gonna be in here, but it'd be nice to find like, let's see if we got like a trumpet. See, it's a very small selection of. It's a trumpet section. I'd like to have like a solo trumpet. But there's like no woodwinds at all, right? Like, or I guess trumpets are. I don't know, what's the difference between how to categorize like what brass and what woodwinds are? Like saxophones, that would be like a woodwind. I think trumpets would be brass. I don't know if they kind of bleed in the same category. We got no flutes. I think that would be considered a woodwind, right? Does it have to be made of wood to be considered a woodwind? Is that the difference? But yeah, I mean, it's a small section of brass that doesn't have, to me, doesn't have a lot of anything that I really like. Trumpet is brass, right? I mean, it's literally made of brass usually. So it is what the actual instrument is made of. I am assuming. A good deal on what, Amaratsu? Oh snap, you sold the lot. No, they didn't give me a good deal at all, bro. It broke my heart. But then the overall picture for me getting the keys was the incentive to go ahead. So I won't even hurt your, I don't want to break your hearts, just letting you know how much they offered me for that live too. I haven't played much with the OP4, Jezza. I've opened it a couple times, but I'll open it up here in a second. Sax and flutes are woodwinds. But I mean, why is the sax considered a woodwind? You know, I guess it maybe something to do with like the mouthpiece, because I guess you put your, I mean, I don't know if this is how they categorize it, but if I think about how you play a saxophone, how you play a flute, you put like your mouth over the piece, but like when it comes to like certain brass instruments, like the trumpet, you put it over your mouth. So like the opposite, right? So when you say woodwinds, it doesn't have to be made of wood and be a wind instrument to categorize. It's like either or. The reed is wood. Ah, okay. There you go. Thank you, Gardner. Okay, you guys are smart. I'm silly. The MPC keys is like an ASR 10 on steroids. Do you have one, Amaratsu? Clarinets, bassoon, obi are woodwinds too. Yeah, they have none of that in here, do they? And you guys have gone through these. Even if you don't have an 61 keys, you most likely have tried the demos, right? So I don't even know like where they're nowhere to be found. So I'm gonna just go open OPX4, and we have wind. So I guess this is where we have our woodwinds, huh? But these are synthesis. Someone enlighten me about FM synthesis. What is that? If you can like define it simply. We got a clarinet there. Someone said clarinet. Obviously not a organic clarinet sample. We got some trumpets. Movie score brass. I kind of like that. That's cool. I wonder if did they really make this thing look like? Let me see if I can turn the light down so you guys can actually see it a little better. Darken the keyboard. Can't really. Yeah. I feel like they made this thing look like the teenage engineering, what do you call it, the OPZ? Isn't that what it looks like? The color schemes and all that? The gray with like the blue, yellow, red, and green. Kind of reminds me of that. Yeah, this is a cool sound though, regardless if it does sound synthy, but kind of like it better than some of the sampled brass in the Fabric XL. Is there no... Yeah, you do have effects on this. Looks just like an OBC, huh? Yeah. You did it too, Linda, son. That's... Yeah. You don't go to Guitar Center expecting to get a lot, because they're giving 60% of what the going used price is on these items, so, because they got to make a profit. It's not pretty, but like when you're in a pinch and you don't want to deal with like trying to sell or ship, you know, you kind of cut your losses, because you do, like if you sell something on eBay, you're going to end up spending quite a bit on shipping plus whatever like the eBay costs are, and then you could just sell it locally. But it comes down to like if you're in a pinch and you need to, or you're just like itching because you got some gas like me. Yeah, I'm not rational when it comes to gear, man. I'm pretty ridiculous and make some crazy decisions. Oh, it's all for the love. Love makes you do crazy things. Yeah. I mean, I hope they like at least, even if they do like end up making more plugins that you can sell and that they're gonna sell that you'd have to buy even for the key users, I would hope that they would at least update it a little bit, you know? Third-party instrument packs for the keys are going to be crazy. Is that even going to happen? Yeah, I wouldn't. Maybe one day, but it seems like they're just working with Air for now. I need something else. We got a whistle flute in here. I guess those categories that they missed, that they didn't put in, you know, the Fabric XL, you kind of have some of that here in the OPX. They're synthesized though, you know. I was hoping for, you know, I'd hope to see like actual samples. I like synth stuff, but I'm more of a multi-sample kind of person. I want that bread and butter. So a lot has gone through my head today, because I picked up an OG Live and considered sending this back because I haven't really had the opportunity to play. It felt like B-Jam was like, it's just more than I need. But like I also saw that Guitar Center has like some $1,200 used Roland Integras, which I know sound dope. Guitar Center, no, they don't give me no YouTuber discounts. Even as an affiliate at Zounds, no. I asked about that to see if they could help me out, and they didn't seem to really care at all. But Guitar Center had a discount, like a 4th of July sale. I think it's probably over by now, but it was 15% off, which was really good actually, off of $1,900, because it ends up being like $1,700 after tax, versus where I originally bought at Zounds, the regular price after tax is like $2,000. Yeah, sometimes you just don't feel like going through eBay. And that can be a hassle sometimes, because you can put something up there and you can get people bidding and not paying. And like this last time around, I was trying to sell a tablet, and I was actively, someone was trying to scam me. Like someone bid on my item, and they had like zero feedback, and then some random user with zero feedback emailed me and was like, I won this item, but I'm not going to be at my normal address. Can you send it to this address in this picture? And it wasn't even the buyer or nothing. So I think that whole thing was a setup. So that kind of thing throws you off, right? You know, and then you don't get the money when you need it, because you're expecting to get it that week, and then it throws you off if you need a little money. So those kind of things can be a hassle and a little bit of a risk. Roland Integra is fire. Heck yeah, you got one or what? Roland Phantom O is gonna be nice. Yeah, well, it's got some of that. I wonder how much of the supernatural stuff it has in it. Yeah, those music stores just making their money, you know. I mean, if it doesn't make the money, it doesn't make any sense for them to buy it off you, you know. So Star was good. Polypopo was good. Drive safely. So I've got like 5 plugins going. See how many more I could do. Oh yeah, actually got 6. So the battery on my phone's going low. I might have to try to wrap it up. I know I ain't been in the chat for a minute, but just trying to vibe out. Please put this on Spotify. All right, man. I'm gonna have to save this one. You know, I got it in my head to do some kind of project, and I want to do something with lyrics, but I also this recently was thinking I need to put just like I'll just put a beat project out. Have a great weekend, Darren. So super. Never had a better external input either. So super nice for real instruments. Everything is nicely leveled out. Impressed by the kicks, bass are so clean, no distortion. That's Akai's trademark. Let's see. RG, what's up? Those sounds are clear as. Can't wait to get home this evening and play with my keys. It arrived on Tuesday and haven't had any quality time with it yet. Yeah, I feel you, bro. You and me both. And Jez, I appreciate it. PBB Beats. Again, a tongue twister. I appreciate it. If you're looking for Ali Star's page, you should be able to just click on his avatar and then go to profile, I think. At least it works after the stream is over. I'm not sure if it works during. But yeah, also I just figured out if you do in the search bar, there's like a filter section where you can filter out and just click on channels, which makes it easier to find channels. All right, what time is it? I got 14% on my phone. Streaming at 2:43 a.m. Yeah, I guess you can't click in the live chat. So if you guys could just put a comment, if you guys want to exchange channels, if you just drop a comment. I don't know if you can do that right now or you have to wait till after the stream. Polipopo. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Poly. Okay, we have. Don't be surprised if the stream just cuts out. I'm gonna try to cut out before, try to end it before my battery dies. Thank you. I don't know. I kind of want to bring another string in. Like a long sustained string. So I have 6 plugins open. Only 5 of them playing. Sounds. night homework tracks. All right, I'm glad you're saying that. Cause I got this project in mind. I mean, I'm kind of drawn to the lo-fi sound, so I had this thought in mind. Since I'll tell you guys about it later. I need to work on it a little bit. Destructo, I appreciate you coming in with the comment right at the end, coming through with so much. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for everything you do. Ah, you do animations, okay. We may have to talk then. Okay. I'm Ratu. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm just gonna fade out here. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for joining me. It's a fun little session. Didn't really have any agenda. Thought we might talk about the keys and explore a little bit. We didn't really do any of that. Not too much. That's alright. I'm gonna mute out these percussion there. But yeah, man. Thank y'all for always kicking it with me, coming in, chilling on a regular when I'm here. You think I need an intro? I used to have an intro. I just kind of like to get to the point now. I've gotten kind of lazy when it comes to all that. But I'd be cool. Like, I don't really like doing the editing too much anymore. I'll do it time to time. But if I could throw like an intro in on the streams at the beginning, that'd be awesome. Yeah, my battery is down to 5%. It just dimmed. So we'll talk soon before this just cuts out and is endlessly streaming without me being on. I'm just gonna call it. So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Until next time. You know how I always end these. Stay humble, lift noise, but be bold. God bless. Run with your dreams. I'll see you soon, I hope. And I hope I keep this, so